Maurice, Catholic intern, my mate in the same room was the son of Sandoz, who was the co-creator of the LSD at the time. And we're talking about the late 50s and so on. And now and again, he used to come back from his weekend in Basel, and he used to then give me just a piece of sugar like that, and that was the beta testing of LSD. So I had some unbelievable trips, and journeys, to the point that even though I wouldn't even say that it was because of the internship in that Catholic convent, which has had its history of different ramifications. But I've got to tell you, and I'm very sure and allowed to tell you that after my seventh trip, I met the divinity I wanted to.
That is a big moment. Things we did not expect at the NAMM show, but we've learned. We have about 5 minutes. I see about 4 people in line, so let's do some short
Hi,
questions
Patrick.
and
It's
short
an honor
answers.
to have you here with us. Thank you for your contribution to rock music and to music in general. And I see the group that I want to ask a question about. It's an equipment question. You replaced Mike Pinder of the Moody Blues, and he was a big Mellotron guy. So did you ever get into the Mellotron, or had the technology moved on by the time you got there in the 80s?
Mike Pinder was a precursor of the Mellotron and so on, and I've always respected all of his orchestrations, especially the most new ones, the most known are his da-da-da-da-da-da, in 1917 and so on. But I've always had also the desire to develop the access of what we call, we've always called since then, the ancient sampler, because it was all analog tapes of 8 seconds each, but I always made sure that I had my own sampling and my own recordings that I put in the mellotrons. And sometimes I had even up to 3. I had a double mellotron and another one backstage to play what I was playing with those.
We have 3 minutes, so let's get 2 more questions in. Thank you for that one.
This is not a music question. It's something I came up with. How did you meet your wife?
Phyllis is here in the front row. That's a wonderful question.
Yeah, but I met my wife exactly on the 23rd of June 1991, and I was going in Rancho Palos Verdes to a restaurant with my friends from what's that?
Jim Henson.
Oh yeah, the Jim Henson production, because I had just finished a production for Jim Henson called The Ghost of Fashionable Hall. And I'm in the restaurant, and at the bar was my wife, and she asked me, who I was, and so I had a red coat and so on, and they were all friendly. We had finished the thing. It was going to be it was a big success in a way, and that's how we met. Then after that, I was gone for 4 months, so we found each other again before Christmas of that year.
33 years ago, right? Something like that?
Yeah,
33 years ago. All right, thank you. One more question, just in time.
Yeah, hi Patrick. Just a quick question about the album one. The first solo album. Do you have any special recollection recording this very fast passage with Alphonse Mouzon on the drums?
Alphonse Mouzon was the drumming, yeah. Alphonse Mouzon?
Alphonse Mouzon, yeah.
Recording tracks like Indoors or the very fast rhythmic stuff he did in the drums, which is very intricate.
Very fast.
Yeah.
Do you have any special recollection of that recording with him, the experience of it?
Oh, thank you.
Any memories of recording with him for those pieces?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I had engaged him. See, he was he was the drummer of Larry Coryell, and there was fantastic drummers. There was, of course, Billy Cobham and Alphonse Mouzon. And Alphonse Mouzon, I was able to be recommended to be able to hire him from New York. He lived in New York by my very good friend Ray Gomez, the famous guitarist who played also on I and Out in the Sun. With Alphonse, we played in the studio. I had him for 5 weeks to come to Geneva and so on, and we had the best of playing relationship and so on. We had the best of friendship, and we met again and so on. And it was fantastic, you know, absolutely great drummer.
I think we've done it just precisely well. We want to give room and the space for the next people to come in. But, as I mentioned before, we have this poster ready for you to hang on your wall. If you can make a nice donation to the Bob Moog Foundation. And we're going to go straight to that booth right now. So if you'd like to speak with Patrick, we're going to give them back this room. It'll be in the booth.
If I am able to spend one more minute
sure,
here,
let's do it.
I would like to also mention the fact that there's a very good friend of mine here in the audience called Barney Brunner, who is one of the 3 or 4 best bass guitarists in the world, who I met in 1978, and I met him in Geneva, and I was able to recommend him later the same year to Chick Corea when he was Chick was playing in London, and Barney was there, and Barney was playing at the the famous jazz club in Soho. And Chick was playing at the Rainbow Theatre, and I met Chick backstage, and I said, "Man, you've got to see that guy, you know." And then 3 days later, Barney Brunel was received a call from Chick Corea and invited him to the United States, and he never. And then Barney is an unbelievable musician, and we have actually some recordings. Barney with Virgil Donati and myself under the name of I Now Trio, and we are actually planning to do some more recording and appearances together.
That is a fantastic wrap-up, and we look forward to it.